We're going to Mexico this month in advance. And again, we've been kind of stuck indoors for a long time and we still have to be really careful. But even though we're not literally going there, we can at least dream, right? And maybe mark this down on our list. Linda's back with us. Hi, Linda.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Linda, have you been to Mexico before?
Actually, I have, yes.
All right, which area?
I was living near the border of Mexico, near to the border. And so we crossed over by foot to the bordering city. It's actually a big city in Mexico. It's called Juarez. And border cities, they're special. Even border towns in the U.S., they have certain traits to them.
Sure.
So they're not like typical cities. So
you don't get the true feel of the country.
Exactly. So Juarez I wouldn't say is a typical Mexican city. I mean, it is, in Mexico, but I don't felt it totally represented like true Mexico.
All right, well, you've been there. I haven't. Maybe a lot of you have not been there. So we're reading about Mexico, and we see in this article, wow, the color and the beauty. And I love that about this culture. It just comes alive, right? You just see it all in the pictures even.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at pictures or festivals of Mexican holidays, you'll see that it's very colorful. Yeah, there's a lot of color, and the costumes or the cultural, wardrobe that they have is very lots of color. So that's something that caught me about, reading this article. Like that's something that I would like to see.
And we're talking about Oaxaca, Mexico, and we see in the article, we talk about it being a place you can go to over and over again and you never get tired of it. And I was wondering, Linda, is there a place like that for you where you could go there over and over, but you just still love it? You want to go back again and again?
Well, I think it depends on the person. Like the author of this particular article loved Oaxaca. But I don't think everybody is going to feel that way about this place. They might feel that way about somewhere else. And personally, I feel that there's so many places in the world that I have yet to see that I don't think there's one place that it would go back to over and over. But I will say that when I lived in the city of Hangzhou, there's a big lake. It's very famous for it, called West Lake or Shihu. And I never got tired of going there. Like every week we would go there, usually on Sunday. And yeah, it would just amaze me because it was so beautiful. So someplace like that where I already live in the place, I'm not making a special trip to go there, but if I'm making a special trip, then I probably am not going to go back to the same place. I wanted to go see different places. Yeah,
that makes sense. There's a lot in the world to see. Well, just before we go, Linda, what about the city that we're talking about in this article, Oaxaca? Would you want to visit that particular city? And if so, why?
I mean, I'd love to. The way the author describes it in the article, it sounds fascinating. And it just sounds like a great place to visit, again, with the festivals and everything. It seems like they're always having a party, out in the streets. And also it would give me a better idea of Mexican culture, because like I said, the border city I went to before didn't really represent Mexican culture. So this would be a good place for that. Or I would just love to visit other places in Mexico as well.
Absolutely. Well, be sure to check out our adventure article for all the details. We'll see you next time here on Insights.